Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing? This is the Brandon Cruz Daily Fantasy Podcast, although it should be the daily, monthly, or whenever it ends up being out. I finally got moved in. Everything's good to go. I moved from El Paso to Lubbock, did a whole lot of things in between, working way out of town of both those places these past couple of weeks. But it is time. NFL Week 1, I'm going to jump right into it. Hopefully, I got more guys listening, or more than my usual people, so I'm just going to, slide on through all this crap and just get you right into the picks. So, with me, I still hand make all my lineups and everything, and I'm going through probably about $420 just week 1 between the three major draft sites, which is Draftkings, FanDuel, now that that's back in Texas, and Draft.com, even though Draft, I don't really have a whole lot of stakes in or anything. I'm purely doing Draft for fun. But NFL Week 1, I'm going to go through the running backs, QBs, wide receivers, and tight ends, and then I'll go through the defenses all the way. There isn't a whole lot of those, but right now we are a minute into this, and I haven't said a damn person. So let's get into it. Running backs, and I'm going to go through my list, and then I'll come back once I'm through all of these guys and tell you who I'm looking at a lot. But I've lined up all my key matchups and targets. So for running backs, Alex Collins, Barkley, Kamara, whoever McKinnon's replacement ends up being in Minnesota, I'm going to wait until Saturday or Sunday morning to see who they actually end up putting in there just to make sure. I like Henry from Tennessee, Bell from Pittsburgh, but dude, there's no way he's going to play at this point. At this point, I'm leaning towards Bell not even playing Week 1. That's just what I'm looking at. I have that feeling in my gut. I don't think Le'Veon Bell is going to play. Recording this at 8:46 a.m. on Tuesday. Bell still has not reported back to camp or back to the team, and he said he'd do it on Labor Day Monday, which he didn't do. So far he's just a no-show. Gordon from the Chargers, Hunt from Kansas City, Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas, and Johnson from Arizona. QBs, Breeze, Watson, Garoppolo, Luck, Rivers, Mahomes, Wilson, Prescott, and Bradford. Wide receivers that I've written down, and like I said, I'm going to come back through all these guys and tell you who I'm liking from my list. These are just the lists that I've put out of guys that I'm interested in. So, D. Chart Jr. from Jacksonville, Cole from Jacksonville, Shepard from the Giants, Thompson from New Orleans, Hopkins from Houston, Thielen from Minnesota, Diggs, Garcon, San Francisco, Goodwin, San Francisco, Davis, Tennessee, Matthews, Tennessee, Amendola, Miami, Stills, Miami. Green, my bad. Totally fucked up Green's name right there. I was like, Grayon, who the fuck is that? AJ Green from Cincinnati, Hilton T.Y. from Indianapolis, Brown, Pittsburgh, Gordon, Cleveland, Landry, Cleveland, Allen, LA Chargers, Hill, Kansas City, Gallup, Dallas, Hearns, Dallas, Beasley, Funchess, Carolina, and then Fitzgerald from Arizona. Tight ends, Gronk, Doyle, Kelsey, Bennett, and Ricky Seals-Jones from Arizona. And defense at the moment, I got two defenses I'm looking at. The Ravens, which they're going after the fucking Bills. So I'll get into that in a minute. And then the Saints are my other one. So the guys that I'm looking at right now are Alex Collins. I like his value play on pretty much all the sites. I think, as I just said, Baltimore is going to kick the shit out of Buffalo. I think with Peterman starting, and if you remember what happened to Nathan Peterman last year when he started over Tyrod Taylor for the Buffalo Bills, he threw a whopping 5 interceptions in his first half, including the first 9 passes, and he's starting Week 1 against the Ravens, which is one of the best defenses out there. Because of that, I think the Ravens are going to get a lead. I think the tempo of the game is Bills are going to fucking go 3-0 at least 4 times and when they first get it. There's no way they even make a fucking touchdown. Baltimore is going to score at least twice. It'll be up 14-0. They're probably going to at least be at 24-3 by the end of, honestly, probably by the end of the fucking first quarter. And then Baltimore is just going to adopt the running game. No reason to fucking throw it. Just run down the clock. They're just going to adopt the running game. Alex Collins is going to be used a whole lot. Shaquan Barkley. Barkley from the New York Giants. I think they're just going to run the shit out of that, try and protect Eli. It's either going to be thrown to Odell, Shepard, or Barkley. That's the tempo of the game right now. And then McKinnon's replacement, whoever that ends up being, as I said before, I'll check to make sure, because it could be one of two guys right now, and I just want to make sure before I say one of them, because I'm going to wait till game time to make that one, but I like his. Gordon from the Chargers. I just fucking love the Chargers this year. I swear to God, I love the Chargers this year, and Gordon's really fucking good, you know. It's not a bad time, and they're facing Kansas City at home, or the Chargers are at home, and Kansas City. I think it's gonna be a really high-scoring game between both of those, only because I like the Chargers' defense, but they lost a lot of guys in preseason due to injuries and stuff, so they're not going to be anywhere near as effective. At least that's what I'm thinking. And then Johnson in Arizona, because Arizona is a fucking dumpster fire, and it's either going to be thrown to Fitzgerald or Johnson. Like that's your only people you could really throw to. Bryce Butler got fucking cut, and I'm very disappointed about that. I thought he'd at least stay. I thought he'd make the cut. But anyway, let's go to QBs right now. Deshaun Watson for Houston. I don't gotta say anything more. It's Deshaun Watson. And if you look back at not even recent history, pretty much all time with the Patriots, other than their 16-0 season, they fucking suck in September. I swear to Christ, they are dog shit in September. They lost the first game last year. They lost the first game, I think, the year before that, and they usually end up losing 2 games in September. They're usually not that good on their first outing, and the fucking Patriots. I think honestly, I think they're falling apart. I really don't think they can recover from this. I think it's the end of an era at New England, and this is coming from a Tom Brady fan. So I think Houston's going to walk all over New England this time around. And I like Garoppolo just because he was throwing like crazy. He was scoring touchdowns. I don't have my stats with me right now for Garoppolo. That's weird. I thought I'd had him, but he threw a shitload of touchdowns last year. I like Andrew Luck if he comes back. If he ends up making Week 1, I like Andrew Luck. If not, don't even worry about Indianapolis. I still like Hilton regardless of who's starting. Phillip Rivers, as I just said, I like LA Chargers. I like the LA Chargers. This weekend, and Mahomes. I think Mahomes is going to be really underrated and undervalued, and I think Kansas City is going to be pretty badass this week too. I think Mahomes is someone that people, if you don't watch Kansas City, you don't know how Mahomes is playing. Mahomes is doing a damn good job over there. And then wide receivers, I like Charks Jr. At Jacksonville just because he's replacing what's his face, who just lost his knee, or just gave his knee in the preseason. He just fell out. Anyway, he's the first receiver up. Then you got Keenan Cole and all that stuff. But I really like Clark Jr. or Clark Jr. I have that written down right now. I forgot his first name. But if you put up Clark Jr., C-A-R-K Jr., Jacksonville, you're going to find some value there. I like Hopkins in Houston. I like Garcon and Goodwin in San Francisco. I like Hilton in Indianapolis. I like Gordon in Cleveland. I like Gordon more than Landry, actually, because I think a lot of attention is going to be on Cleveland from them being on Hard Knocks this year, and I think actually more people are going to go to Landry over Gordon. If they're going to go one of the receivers, so I think I'm going to stick with Gordon there. I like Allen from LAC. Just because the Chargers are badass. Gallup from Dallas. Hearns and Beasley, who I think you can get. I mean, those guys are priced so fucking low on DraftKings. All those guys are value picks. You can easily throw one of those guys in as a flyer. And then Fitzgerald, regardless of what you think of Fitzgerald and what other people are saying, I love Fitzgerald, and he's been. I mean, he's damn consistent. You know, he's not a Julio Jones, but he's darn good. And then tight ends Gronk and Kelsey are a little bit expensive. I don't know if you're going to be able to throw those in, but I do like Gronk. I like all my tight ends that I always write down as people that I actually like, because tight ends are just so shitty. But I like Doyle for Indy if Andrew Luck is starting. If Andrew Luck is starting, I'm not running Doyle. And then Ricky Seals-Jones. If you look at Ricky Seals-Jones, I found this, which was really interesting. Let me pull up my stats on Washington. So Washingtons have allowed fourth most, third most, and eighth most yards per game to tight ends over the last 3 seasons, and Ricky Seals-Jones is a damn good tight end. Let me get my other stat that I got on from. Let me find you. Just taking forever. Can't find you. Can't find this guy. Son of a bitch. What in the hell? Okay, well, I gotta go through a lot farther than that. My girlfriend's dog is just wandering around. Fantastic. Oh, where are you? 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 Ricky Seals-Jones is my favorite value play of this entire first week. I think he's bare minimum right now. Ah, here it is. Okay, Ricky Seals-Jones. This is coming from Graham Barfield on Twitter, and I think someone else shared it from Draftkings or something. But Ricky Seals-Jones, I'm quoting him. Ricky Seals-Jones deserves more hype as a late round tight end cards have. 271 targets available. 47% of share, fifth most. Ricky Seals-Jones played on 27 of 31 first-team snaps, 87 with Sam Bradford this season. So Ricky Seals-Jones is a damn good receiver, and he's playing with Bradford. I mean, he play Ricky Seals-Jones, people. Go on DraftKings, go on FanDuel. Look at his first two games last year when they were actually using him. I think he has 20 points on DraftKings in the first game and like 17 or something in the second. And that was when when Bruce Arians decided to be really tight end like heavy, like he's going to be throwing to tight ends a whole lot. And they only did that for 2 games, and it worked really great for Ricky Seals-Jones. I think they realize that, and they're going to run him in that scheme more. I love Ricky Seals-Jones. He is my favorite play this week 1, and I'm going to be going in on him at least at 40% or something along that line. And between $420 fucking dollars, that's a lot of money on Ricky Seals-Jones. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. This wasn't too bad. I think we're at like 13 minutes or something over this whole video. I apologize that I took so long at getting this on there, but follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be way more active during the NFL season. Like I said, I was moving, working in different places, working out of town, working with places with no fucking service, and fucking 2018. I don't even understand how that is even possible. But guys, have a great NFL week 1. Let's try and win some money. Let's hopefully someone out there, one of you guys listening, wins the Millionaire Maker. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or anything, comment on this video. Follow me on Twitter at BrandonCruzDFS, and tweet me, and I'll answer as many questions as I can. Best of luck, and thank God football season is here. Talk to you guys later.